Hello, my name is Putra Rafi Fadhila, number metric 268719. I want to tell you about the impact of COVID on global supply chain and international logistics. First, global supply chain and international logistics. The marine supply chain is an intricate spiderweb with threads spanning the globe. And COVID-19 arrives like a storm to punch significant holes throughout it. While globalization has created resiliency in the supply chain, mitigating many localized disasters, it has also set us up for systematic issues when the threat is large enough. Impact COVID-19 to global supply chain and international logistics. Like any important things from previous page, COVID-19 had an immediate impact on the global supply chain and logistics market. In one fell swoop, the protection that made business more viable, especially outsourced manufacturing and lean inventory operations, have taken industries out at the knees. The good news that is the recovery process has starting for many, and we can already learn lessons. The danger that this must be learned quickly and safeguard to into the place. Direct impact. The coronavirus pandemic has caused supply chain professionals to face the reality of something we have been aware of but rarely felt the impact. All supply chains are linked and global. Black swan events are for good or bad. The hope from that reality creates more awareness in the supply chain and logistic professions. We need to start looking at our own chains and those around us, sharing data and discussing the state of things. What does mean B2B and B2C sales? Business to business company provides service or products to other business. It means B2B and B2C business to customer. Company sells directly to individual customers. There has two spirits business model that serve different types of customer, one being businesses and the other direct to customer. Merging to B2B and B2C. It is impossible to operate with oneself, and those who can be maintained for their supply chain via greater protection are poised to find a new avenues expanded by COVID-19. Distribution has faced significant challenge, but companies that were able to adapt at the forefront of where logistics is one of on handed to the next step. One of the key areas seems like to be the blending of B2B and B2C sales. Logistic think for a better change. Coronavirus has pushed companies outside of their comfort zone. Thus, entire customer segments have been paused. Meanwhile, others have seen significant spikes since hoarding early on in the crisis. Retailers who had excited problems or couldn't adapt to have shut down and may not return. Changes to customer targets are happening and likely to continue through the rest of 2020 and beyond. Supply chain operations. By adapting to both B2B and B2C markets and deliveries, brands and their supply chain operation may be able to move past the risk of some markets and their fulfillment requirements while also identifying new avenues for sales and growth. Supply chain and logistic networks. The impact on supply chains and logistics networks right now needs to be planning for that second wave. Professionals and companies need to start shorting up their inventory and discussing supply chain reach, alternative sourcing, warehouse safe policies, and a shift away from past agile practice might be needed. Companies can also start to protect ongoing priorities by taking a fresh look at all practice to not be reliable for sales, such as offering e-commerce big orders. Work of preparation and planning. Lockdown harms are often propagated through supply chains, whether that is direction for harm or industrialized supply chains. Our supply chains are global and both of ends are expanding. It is time to do the work of preparation and planning. If we are a 3PL or someone who handles logistics and supply chain issues for others, it is time for us to start ensuring we can support the wide swings in inventory, targets, and customer and orders that came during the first wave. That's all from me. Thank you.